This segment is brought to you by Terrebonne Ford, built Ford tough.
Hey everybody, welcome back into Bayou Time. Harry McCullough here. Wednesday, September 24th at 6 p.m. will be the latest Terrebonne Parish Council meeting. Here to talk more about it is the council chair, District 2's Carly Harden. Thanks so much for being with us.
Thanks for letting me in.
How we doing, man? You got a packed agenda here. I guess the last couple have had a little bit on it, but is this one a little more on the agenda?
Right. It might not be that many items, but they are very, very significant, and because we're closing out the end of the year and some things are coming up. And even though it may look small, the meeting might last 2 hours. Right. You know what I mean? So we're going forward, and like one of the first things that we're going to have there is to consider the actions on the assessment of the roads as presented by the parish assessor. So we just actually, basically look at what he's actually done as the assessor, and then we actually, that's his area of expertise. We have people that look at it, but then most oftentimes he does a wonderful job, so we can accept that the way it is too.
So yeah, a lot of times you look at it, if some people have an issue with the assessors, well, man, why'd you do my house more than this one? But you can solve that individually with him. This is what he does to the parish.
Right, and that's what he does. Even, there are certain situations where even you can have the same type of house, but then on different streets,
Sure.
will have a different tax to it or different value to it.
Right.
So that's how the assessment could be.
Age of the house, those
right.
kind of things.
Yes, sir.
But we don't have too much of a problem in this parish with that, do we?
No, I think the biggest problem that we had when they were talking about recreation, how recreation tax was being collected and stuff like that, we generally sometimes have problems with how we're assessing some of the camps down those bayous and stuff like that. I wouldn't say we actually losing revenue. We kind of par for the course, but then that may be an opportunities with those large camps and the value of those camps to maybe looked at maybe differently. Right. Maybe we may change the category of it from residential or whatever to actually make it recreational.
Right.
Might have something else of value to it.
I see. Yeah, and then, man, I guess things are a little different now when you got Airbnbs and you got all that kind of stuff too, right?
Well, and of course, this is America, free enterprise. And there are rules, but then there are rules that can be bent. And just like an ant, I promise you, if you have something where an ant want it, you don't think he's going to get to it, he's going to get it. You know what I mean? So when people can sit down and figure out how to save money, that's what we're going to do, because money is tight right now.
Yeah, right. No, I just know New Orleans had a big issue with that. I didn't know if that was an issue in this parish or not. Okay, let's talk about some of the general business. And the first proclamation is Hunger Action Month.
Yeah, Hunger Action Month. Hunger is all over the place. Prices going up, and we have to understand, even though there are a lot of people shaking cans, but then I've known people that have jobs and didn't have money to eat or gas to go, but then most oftentimes you get to work and probably eat a little small cake and stuff like that. So hunger is all over the place.
Right.
I read somewhere in a book that we're going to always have poor people.
Sure. Yeah, no, you're right.
Yeah, right
about that. And they do have some good food pantry things around here that help out with that. The second one would be something to do with the Rougarou Fest. So tell me about that.
The Rougarou Fest, they're actually requesting a waiver of certain fees, basically the parking lot at the Civic Center. We're actually looking at the contract, and I'm still trying to get some more information in reference to that. But most oftentimes, it goes on. They had some setbacks before because of the parking lot at the Civic Center. From my backup, the information that I'm getting, that they generated like $4.4 million to our economy, which created $242,000 in reference to taxes. So the more it grows, the more that we can actually collect in revenues.
Yeah, so that's good. And then that's from the South Louisiana Wetlands Discovery Center?
Yes,
Right.
and Water Life Museum is right over there on Park. You know what I mean? You can find those guys over there. You know what I mean? So they operate out of there.
Okay.
And we also subsidize them with some funds each year of our budget.
Right.
Which is C is coming up now, which we're going to actually start our budgetary process.
Well, see, it's a presentation of the 2026 budget. Is it ready to go?
What we do is actually, Candace, I had a meeting with her yesterday, so she's working hard with it and finalizing. And always, when you're making a presentation such as that, you know, when you looking at numbers, and we got some people that are up there that look at numbers. So Candace is working diligently in her efforts in her presentation, so we can actually start the process and break it down. It's going to be a presentation.
So, okay, the presentation of the budget, does that come from the parish president or that comes from the council?
No, it's presented to the council.
I got you.
Right, and as long as that presentation is okay with the council, what we do, we have the opportunity to make the adjustments, but then we generally look at the X's and O's, whether it'll be budgetary cuts, whether it's going to hires, or we have to base that on our revenue, our projected revenue. We look at 2023, 2024, 2025, and what is projected for 2026.
Yeah.
We have an idea what the future may be, but we can only go what we already have and check the graphs and
Sure.
how everything is going.
Yeah, and last 20 seconds, you got a proclamation for a 100th birthday, right?
Yes, Miss Rosemary Geis Porsche. She's a retired teacher. Anytime a person can reach a century old, you know, man, we're gonna actually have a proclamation for her. I think her birthday is on September 29th. God bless and happy birthday.
Absolutely. So, Miss Porsche, keep going. Those teachers, man, they can go, man.
Oh, for sure.
All right, we'll take a break. We'll be right back with more on the council meeting right here on Bayou Time.
This segment was brought to you by Terrebonne Ford. Built Ford tough.
Everybody, welcome back to Bayou Time. Harry McCullough here. We're previewing the council meeting on Wednesday with the council chair, Mr. Carly Harding. So we gave a birthday wish out to Miss Porsche for her 100th birthday. The gray area, there's a South Central Planning is regarding the Home Sewage Assistant Program. Tell me a little bit about that.
Actually, this is a blessing for the people out in that particular area because for some time they've been actually concerned about the sewage problems out there. And this is a program that's being presented tomorrow. Hopefully you can tune in tomorrow where this project goes in and do sewer systems. They're going to go in and inspect it, figure out the cost and everything. And the first $700 is actually 100% covered. Everything else is 50% covered up to $2,000. But that's for people that are above low income. Low income, once they're inspected, they have an opportunity to have their sewer systems refurbished. And the value of that is between $2,000 and $4,000, 100%.
Wow,
covered.
that's great.
That's an area that's been
Now, these are existing homes?
existing homes. They're going to go out and check them out through the watershed project that we actually have for Upper Terrebonne.
Yeah, right.
and
So
that
that'd be in the
area.
gray area
In the gray
towards
area.
Thibodeau.
Right.
Yeah.
And the thing about that, these are monies that are coming in, don't have no exact value to it as of right now. It's almost too much information to be trying to collect
Sure.
to put it here in,
Right.
in 7-minute segments. So it'll behoove you. I put something on my Facebook, Carly Harding, to go out there in the gray area. I actually put something, the flyer is out there. There are some numbers on there, and hopefully that people can address their needs through that.
I got you. So Twin Fest is coming back, and I guess we shout out to Cherry and Sherry.
Yeah, they're going to come up with something. They had some hardships coming up. They previously had some dates scheduled, and the weather was so
Third
terrible.
time, yeah, it's
yeah,
third
right.
time.
So I think she's coming up to revamp all the steps that she needs to actually give this.
Yeah, I think
this
that's
festival.
on the weekend. So hopefully that's a great festival. So hopefully we'll get to see them. So as we turn the page here, we're looking at an ordinance for a $25 million It's a public improvement sales tax revenue bond. You said it goes all the way back to 1964.
Actually, it was created in September 64, went into action in October 1964. It's a 1% sale and use tax. You know what I mean? You're looking at sales, use, property, and things of that nature, different property tax, lease stuff, retail. The benefactors are there. If you read the back of it, says mayor, alderman, and police jury. But I think for $500,000 increments that they actually have, anything that exceeds that, you know, I think one of the biggest benefactors of that, besides the parish, the school board is added into that. That helps them out. They're going to get some funding for some buildings, furnitures, and things of that nature, you know.
I got you. And then obviously there's various things, boards and committee members and all. But we always like to talk about having the public come in and voice their opinions. And looking at that, there'll be a discussion on the fishing expedition, not with an F, with a PH. But so a lot of people lost money, and I guess the parish lost money too. So tell me a little bit more about it. It was $130,000.
Well, that was what was publicized. Being the chairman, and sometimes I try my best not to be the person that asks all the questions, and because a lot of questions come to me. And I prefer those people that have a greater interest or a vested interest or have a better knowledge than what I do. I prefer those folk because I created agenda items. So when they ask me questions, I'm not the one to really give the answers, and I don't know the circumstances because we are dealing with certain particulars. Of course, that's criminal. And I don't know what could be said, but there are a number of questions that were asked of me. And for me to be in the position that I am in, for me to say, I don't know,
right,
or I can't say. So, you know, I mean, whether someone comes to speak, whether other council members, whether someone from the administration, someone from the public can actually speak on this. Now, whether they get answers or they don't get answers, that opportunity was created by me for the citizens to be heard, or those people that may have been involved to say something, or my colleagues may have questions that they don't have answers to because they have constituents that they have to give the answer to. So I think without me looking like the bad guy.
Right.
You know, man, if 50 people ask me 50 different questions and I'm sitting there trying to drill and ask these questions.
Yeah.
And I, you know.
Yeah, obviously you've gotten a lot of phone calls from different people
definitely
that want to know more about what's going on. Now, there was an arrest made, and part of it was the DOTD, part of it was the parish, I guess. But there may be a lot of other people that are victims, I guess, out there too, right?
Well, we've been actually beefing up on our cybersecurity. I think this incident happened in June, coming to the forefront now. It's just that we have to be cautious in everything that we do.
Absolutely.
Yeah, right.
I've had it personally in my life as well. You never know with these scams where they'll go. Well, Carly, thank you so much for your time.
Man, it's always a pleasure. Thanks to HTV.
All right, appreciate it. We'll be right back with more Bayou Time right after this.
This segment was brought to you by Waits and Downer, attorneys at law.